Yeah, so as of recent, I just got back from a what should have been a 9-day vacation to Costa Rica. It was actually 11 and a half days
Oof.
to Costa Rica. It was cool. My now, if you don't know, I'm I don't like to travel. It's not my thing. I
This
I
is
can
true.
read I can read
For
a
a
book,
man who travels literally around the world every year,
but
that's
but my
that's crazy to
my
hear.
wife, that was like a deal breaker for her, right? Like I have to travel with her. That's part of the deal. So okay, cool.
Right.
But she tries to accommodate me, and we chose Costa Rica because it was a 3.5 hour flight from here, which is pretty good.
That's
Not bad.
not bad at all. Wow.
No,
I thought it would be
it's
way longer. Okay.
it's pretty cheap. I asked my wife before we left, like I only know like two or three Spanish words.
Bro, the older I
Um,
get to, the worse I am at like flying. I don't know if remember we used to have an old boss that say my nerves are bad. Bro, it's the same thing. We hit like
yeah,
a little bit of turbulence and I gotta have a drink or something on the flight.
yeah. I've had to have surgery to fly on planes, so I get
Okay. Bro,
I
when I
get
was younger, it never bothered me, but nowadays, I don't
me
know.
neither. I got like
That's
these small sinuses or something, cavities, and so
Yeah.
they have to drill them out every once in a while.
Capillaries. Yeah.
Okay.
okay. Yep.
Um,
I have no idea.
but this is how we agree on stuff, and I was like, we don't know Spanish, so do they speak English? And she was like, some. I was like, all
Oh, that's
right,
why you
cool.
get the translator app on the phone. You know what I mean? You just
So
speak into
that's
it.
what
And
she
they speak
said.
into it.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna tell
All right.
you. I'm gonna tell you why that's a problem.
Okay.
It's a major problem. So we fly to Costa Rica. It was pretty easy. We get to the airport. It's very nice. We go to a rental car place, but they have to bus you to the rental car place. And when you get there, my wife I had told her like, hey, we need to get 4-wheel drive because we're in the rainforest and we have to go on these crazy roads. Somehow somebody's built the tiniest 4-wheel drive of all times and made it
Like we'll
available for
tuck
my
back.
wife to rent. It
What is up
was
with you guys in cars whenever you guys go out abroad?
Well,
That's twice now. That's at least
that's
twice.
hold on. Other countries, big cars, that's not really a thing.
That's
When
true.
you live close to the Texas area, everybody's got a big, huge truck and run around in a huge car. So,
I
but
was gonna say in
to be
Cozumel, you can
fair,
rent like Jeeps, dude. So
so you could, but my wife didn't. She chose a 4-wheel drive and probably the cheapest option. So
yeah.
one suitcase
Concurred.
we could fit one suitcase in the back. The kids got to carry the rest in the back seat.
Oh, we got the
And
kids. Okay.
we had the kids. We took off on what is the Costa Rican roads. Now, if you've never been to Costa Rica, like myself, I still don't know the rules. Nobody does. They just do what they want. Just there's no rhyme or reason. But
So there's
no,
just like
let
tire
me.
tracks
It's usually
off the beaten path, and you need to go
it's
there.
like
And
a one lane road, but it
oh,
is two ways. It's two ways, so it's enough for two cars to go by, and it is paved, and then to go into dirt, and then rocks, and then paved,
there
and
you go.
then who knows what
Okay,
it
so there's a
is.
little bit of development into it. It's not like it's
Oh yeah. First of all,
okay.
Costa Rica is beautiful.
Yep.
People are super nice. The food is good. So we'll start with that.
Yeah.
But I'm going to get into a part of the story where me and Jordan, while playing video games, got interrupted while playing video games because the chick couldn't stop laughing. I didn't think it was funny at
Twice.
the time.
Twice.
I didn't think it was funny at the time, but apparently it was. So here's why your phone doesn't matter when you need to understand Spanish. When you're driving, you can't type it in fast enough to read the signs that are all in Spanish.
Makes sense.
Re-
Yeah.
So what does reductor mean? And I have no idea if I'm saying that correct or not. Anybody here reductor?
Slow down. Reductor.
Reductor.
Reduction.
I
Similar.
would say yeah. Reduce speed or something.
You should probably reduce your speed or something like that, right?
Yeah.
Well, they actually mean a huge freaking speed bump is coming. You should probably go down to
You're gonna make
almost
It's
nothing.
the element that's going to reduce your speed.
I
Are you
was
Dukes
looking at my
of
wife.
Hazzard
I was like,
at this
oh man, I looked at my wife, and I'm going whatever kilometers per hour means at this point in time, whatever that is. Never did know what I was going or what I was supposed to be
It's
going.
slower than miles per
It-
hour.
Yes, no doubt. But real quick, just a quick, what's 90 kilometers per hour? No
Probably
idea. No idea.
45?
No.
45 miles per hour?
What
50,
does
51,
what does
52?
what and in between 90 kilometers per hour and 60 kilometers per hour, there's 25 mile per hour with a line through it and some decorations. What is that? I have no idea. Still don't
I
know.
like the decorations.
Still don't know. It was very artistically done for a street sign. Anyway, reductor, Stacy, what does reductor mean? Hey, type it in your thing. Hey, what is going up? Boom! I hit this speed bump at the speed of light. Boom! Airborne. The kids loved it. This poor tiny four-wheel drive. Boom! I hit it. Then you got to go. As soon as you do that, you go straight into this thing called COTA, which I'm pretty sure means yield. Just guessing.
That's fair.
It goes into
That's
these
fair.
one-lane roads that go over rivers to go to the rainforest.
Oh. Okay.
Who yields? I'm going to tell you who yields.
No one.
The
Whoever has the biggest
non-American.
pair of nuts.
right?
Oh, okay.
No, hold on. Give me
The usual, right?
reverse that.
Better
Yeah,
than I would have thought.
I'm not. I got there first. You're waiting. You're waiting. I got there first. Sorry, bro. Sorry, bro. So we're driving a couple hours to drive into the rainforest. We have to meet this human being there, which my wife is texting here and there because our phone is touch and go. We get to what is like a village. We'll call it a village, not a town. A village. And
Yeah.
my first American moment was really the second American moment was at a market place where somebody parked in the middle of the street and then opened his door to block the other side to go into the market and shop. And I was like, no, we're not. No, what is he doing? So I stopped to look for a minute, but like a minute's enough. I got out of my car and was like, what are you doing? But he just looked at me like, So they keep saying this thing like pura vida, which is, I don't know what it means. Something about like
Life.
chill out, something about life and chill out. That's not me, but okay. So I went into the rocks and went around them, and then gave him the American language that he probably knows or doesn't know. Who knows? Maybe he needs
Yeah.
Google Translate for the
It's a
bird.
little more
but-
universal, I think. Yeah.
Yes. When we take off, now I think these people are very, very polite and stuff, but he was still nice. Like we go, and then I'm like, hey, we're almost there. I need like snacks. I can't just go to an Airbnb and just not have nothing to drink or eat. We need
Y'all went
something.
hard. I thought you went on
So-
like a resort or something, bro. Okay.
No, we went to an Airbnb, and we
Okay.
went.
This is
There was
risky.
two
I like
markets to choose from. One
Okay.
is the Amigos market, which I'm pretty sure means some kind of friend market or friendly market or something along those lines, or the Super Maxi Karen, which I'm pretty sure it means not
I-
friendly. I'm pretty
I
sure
like that name, though. I like that name.
it's the Super Maxi,
Super
Maxi Karen.
Maxi.
No, thank you. I'll go to the Amigos market. So we went into the Amigos market. There's like this motorcycle gang there, and then some kid like pulls up, and he's younger than both my kids, so he's got to be
7?
6, 7. He's
Okay.
got like this seat and this seat, and he pulls up with like a bunch of adults in his car or like older kids, and I was like, he's like 7. He's pulling in like Indiana Jones. Remember?
Short round.
Yeah. Indy.
Indy. No time for love, Dr. Jones.
Yeah, Dr. Jones. That's how he pulled up. He went in there, talked to the ladies, went to the bathroom, and then got in his car and then pulled off. I was like, what? Like,
It's like the Russian gift kid.
Like,
It is. It's literally
what?
like the Russian gift kid.
what are you doing? Okay, so I get in my car thinking like, oh, I wonder if my kids saw that. Not only did they see it, they're pissed. Why can't I drive? He
Oh
just
my
drove.
God.
Why can't I drive? I was like, no, we're not. we're not doing that. So we go, we
That
go,
would be my
we meet,
first thought though too if I was them.
yeah,
Seeing
like,
the same.
yeah, hold on. This guy's
What's
driving.
this BS right now? What's going on?
He went in, talked to the ladies. He was the man. He was like, I'm telling you, he was like 7. So we go, we find this guy.
Yes.
He was like, hey, I got to get into my golf cart or something like that to take you up to where we're going. And it's not a golf cart. It's the essential to like a gator kind of, you know what I'm talking about?
Yep.
Like an all-wheel drive type of off-roading
utility vehicle of some
Yeah.
sort.
Yeah. And we go up this very long 15 to 20 minutes rock / cement / dirt terrible road in what is our
Hopefully it
micro
doesn't
machine.
rain.
It's the rainforest. It's every
course.
day. It's the every day. We go up there, and to be it's night, so to be fair, like all we could see is this glass house, and then
Don't
we
throw
knew-
stones.
we thought like we had got an Airbnb with 2 separate rooms. And they were separate rooms, but they were one was downstairs in like a separate apartment and one was upstairs. And we were like, dang, like we don't know where we're at. And so we definitely don't want to put our kids down into a separate apartment, but they definitely wanted to go there. So that's what we did.
course.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Just whatever. It was fine. We get in there, but we can't see anything. It's dark. It looks pretty. So we wake up the next morning. Our entire house is glass, kind of all the way around, and you can see the volcano. So it's a lake and a volcano, which is alive. And it's smoking. So at first I think it's a cloud, and I was like, Stacey, I think it's smoking. Like it doesn't look like a cloud. And she's like,
yeah.
Did it smell?
I don't think I don't
Sulfur.
I don't
Okay. Yeah,
know.
that's what I was going with. Exactly what I was going with.
know. So
Okay.
He's like, I don't know what the deal is. So we go back down. There's a little kid back down there at the Amigos market. And I'm like, man, I'm asking the person in line, like, hey, the volcano is smoking. Like, is that a problem? And the kid's like, no problem. No problem. If the cows,
$15.
the,
No
ca-
problem.
the cows, if the cows don't drink, there's a problem.
What?
And I was like, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
No. That's a solid theory because they'll smell sulfur in the water and they won't
I
drink
gue-
it.
I guess
Okay.
the water gets too hot for them to drink
Yeah, in that
that are
too.
near the
Yeah.
rivers. So you got about 2 or 3 weeks of knowledge, hypothetically, before it blows.
Dude,
I'm like,
that
all
is
right,
kinda
well,
cool.
we're only here for a few days. It'll be fine.
So you think?
So in 1968, what we found out, 1968, there was a explosion or a volcano, whatever, and that's what happened. So the cows wouldn't drink. They tried to touch the water. It was hot, and then boom, it blew. Like, yeah, I forget how many people they said it killed, but honestly,
Does
not a
Pierce
ton.
Brosnan know about this?
I
Does
don't
he
know who
know
that
about
is,
this?
but
What does
Pikes
007?
Peak?
What?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
Pikes Peak.
Yeah.
mm,
007 for me, I was a 90s kid, so he was my
Yeah,
007.
yeah, well,
Okay.
yeah, it was same time period.
right,
For
almost.
sure, yeah.
Yeah. So that was cool. It's fine. Beautiful. Nice cool weather up there. We went fishing for rainbow bass, which we didn't catch. we
Did you
got
get a
to-
peacock bass? Is that what you're
Mm.
talking about?
It is like a brother or sister of the peacock bass in the
Okay.
Amazon, something like that.
Okay. Did you get
Um,
brim at least? Did you
Bro,
So they don't call them brim; they call them muchacha, which they're like a big version of
a
brim.
brim?
Yeah,
Okay.
and
Largemouth brim.
my
So
kids win it.
I
Fine.
got questions here. First off, the kid that you were talking about makes me think of the little boy from Tropic Thunder. I don't know if you've ever seen that movie, but the
Yeah,
one
very
he
similar,
runs
yeah.
Flaming Dragon.
Very, very similar. Yeah. Yeah.
Jack.
You think that's just a movie? No, it's a real deal. That's life in other places. Yeah, it
Okay,
was
well, that's what that
crazy.
made me think of. Secondly, the pictures that you guys posted on Facebook were absolutely stunning. Like honestly, they really were. I honestly
it
thought
is.
you guys were at a
It's-
resort. Honestly, I
No.
didn't know you guys were at Airbnb. So then
We're
this
just-
this leads me to this. What did y'all? How did you said the food was delicious? If you're at an Airbnb, nobody's making your food. So did you guys go out into the town or something? And
Yeah, they have
daily
these
go-
little restaurants. Nothing's inside. They have these little restaurants outside,
Sure.
sodas or whatever they're called. They have
So you just
pictures
went
on them. That's
down.
how we picked. There was pictures on the signs. So,
Okay.
oh, there's a cow. They got beef there. They're great. So,
Was it the
Nice.
dual, right? Duo, seafood platter?
okay, yeah, we'll get to that. So hold on. So, what does my wife want to do? on this vacation. She wants to nature hike because we're in the rainforest.
Not
Honestly,
not getting
I was
lunch
like,
meat.
I want to take
yeah,
a
like
vacation to chill out, but this girl's trying to work. You know what I mean?
I, I just said okay, like whatever. Um, so we went to a nature hike, which probably I don't know, 2 seconds into it, they find a poison dart frog,
Frog.
Oh my
and
god!
the guy picks it up. He's like, no, don't touch, but it's what it is. And I'm
But
like,
did he
oh my
touch
god,
it?
he's touching it. He's touching it. He's
He's
like, yeah, yeah,
immune.
yeah, yeah. He was cool. He was cool. It was this one was red and black,
Oh,
and
that's
he
That's
cool.
awesome.
and
Yeah.
he
Those things
took
are
it and
just
he
teeny tiny,
put,
too.
washed his hands in the puddle water and was like, hey, it'll be fine. And he went on. And I was like, all right, okay. And then I'm leaning on a tree, and he's like, no, 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 no. You can't put your hand there. All right. And he takes a stick and he shows me this very large ant. Mm, that's big. It's called a bullet
Three
ant.
3 inches, you think?
Oh, it's
Three,
a
4 inches?
okay, that makes sense. Yeah.
And I was like, oh my God, is that dangerous? And he was like, hospital.
Pincers on
And I
it.
was
Oh
like,
yeah.
it's in hospital. He said the best case scenario, what they tell you to do if you get bit by one, is to crawl in a ball and just roll around and scream. That's their
Oh,
big suggestion to you. Like, okay, I want to
we
go
figured it
home.
out,
That's
guys.
fair.
wanna go
That's fair.
home. Let me go home. So I'm like, look at my wife, like, what in the world? And then
She gets you
he
into. That's what I'd be wondering.
he tells me
Disrespect.
this tree here, you can't touch. It's acid. I'm like, okay, well, I know what acid is, isn't it? The tree's still up. He's like, I'm telling you, it's acid. You can't touch this tree. Looks like every
Yeah.
other tree, dude. So I don't even know what trees I can touch now. I'm like, okay,
So we're
that's
like 10 steps in. We got a bullet ant, we got a frog and a tree that we can't touch.
yeah, yeah. He
This is
finds
going
You can't
good.
touch
another.
anything. You can't touch anything.
He can't touch. Don't touch nothing.
Oh,
I've
and
got
then
my
and
kids.
back behind us, a couple miles, there's a volcano that's also steaming too.
Dude, I've got my
It's
kids in
simmer. It's
a
on
single
simmer.
file line, like, do not touch anything. Do not touch. I'm
You
just
got a little
walking them
safety
through
rope,
the.
like everybody
Yeah,
hold on to
I'm like, whoa, hold on. This is not what I thought. What is Stacy doing? Taking pictures.
Of course.
So
yeah.
we run into a yellow eyelash pit viper, which is
Oh,
And
okay.
you also come from
tiny.
the bayou, just for
It's
context.
tiny, but it's very poisonous. It
So
is
you
very
can't-
poisonous.
The problem with seeing anything on this, and we saw sloths and some other a lot of cool birds and things. I guess if you're into that.
Yes.
So, but you can't see anything. It's the rainforest. I can't see anything. So they have spotters, and they'll show you in these little telescopes. Like,
Yeah.
hey, there's a bird there, and they'll show you there's the bird or the sloth, and you look in there and you'll see it, and you look back, you still can't see it. So in real life, do you ever see anything? No, you can't see anything. It's so camouflaged. Like this orangish yellow, bright colored pit viper is on a tree that you can't see until they like spot it, and you gotta really look at it. I was like, good God, this is not me. This is not for me. I'm cool. Like, I could just go home. I'm cool. No, I was lucky. I bought a Steam Deck, so
Yeah.
we did like nature stuff all day long. These hanging bridges, which were really cool. It was very gorgeous, very pretty. And that's why I played my Steam Deck at night. And then, there was no AC in this one, so I was like, that's a guaranteed. Like, that's a no for me. Stacey knows
100%.
this. I'm
Yes.
gonna tell you that it's absolutely fine. You open up 2 windows, one on each side. It's super cool. They're nice, windy. I've never slept so good in my life. It was so nice. It
I
very,
figured it
very
would
pretty.
be- Was it
Mm.
really humid? You know what I mean?
It really wasn't in this part. We went to another nature hike, same type of terrible, dangerous things, but very pretty. Waterfalls that we went to, I did not want to go to, but well, I'll get to that in a minute too. But it's we go to this one restaurant. Now I can't read menus. They do have some English stuff, but it's their own version of English, and it's like, so it said, like, the guy came out and said, this is for two, duo something another, and I was like, all right, Stacy, let's just get that. It's like a surf and turf type of deal, and there's colognes, and it's in millions. So it's like, oh my God, it's like $70 million. It's really like $15. So it was cool. We got that. it does not when it came out. It definitely was not 4-2. It was two of everything. So you
Oh.
get this huge plate that's cooking things, and it's literally like two lobsters, two chickens, two steaks, just two of everything. It was way too much for anybody to eat. I was like, oh wow, okay. But was it good? Yeah, it was good. It was good. So that was look. It was a nice, pretty vacation. We went from there to the beach area to another Airbnb with a private beach. On the way there, we noticed that the public beach had like cows on it. And so they
What?
were just like, there's like a bull with a bunch of cows, and they were just like running down the beach. And I was like, we're not going there. We're not.
Why?
I don't
Why
know.
is that?
I'd
Guys,
much rather deal with that, bro, than a bunch of people on the beach trying to sell you some Folkley sunglasses. You know what I mean? With the big old things they're trying to get you parasailing out there.
so there's not a lot of that. It's super beautiful beach. Private beach was nice. The public beach was uncrowded. I don't know if it was just the timing. You think spring break, 3.5 hours
Yeah.
away, it like can't be. It should be crowded. It's cheap, dude. It wasn't crowded at all. Loved it. So
It's underrated. Yeah.
yeah, it was really nice. We went to the beach. I of course put on sunscreen lotion everywhere. I'm ultimate white guy. Like I just can't help it. I wear my aqua shoes. I like wear as much as I
yeah.
can so I don't sunburn. But
No,
again,
that's
I do-
that's
I-
sexy.
bro.
No. Don't discount yourself. That is sexy as all get out.
Oh, it's
so
great.
bad.
And you know them legs were so bright white they were glowing like glowsticks out in the
terrible.
sun.
Dude, my chest hasn't seen the sun in years or something. Like it was trying to reject it. I could feel it beating me up. I was like, oh my
I went through
god.
that this weekend. Yes.
So I lose one of my aqua socks in the shoe, so I just pick it up. It was kind of rocky where I was at, so I just I said, nah, I'll pull them off. And I went and laid down for a bit, but you forget that you didn't put suntan lotion where you had aqua shoes on. So I had some seriously red feet, man. My
Those are
feet
the
got
worst.
nice and sunburned. It's so bad.
You
It
try to
was
wear
so
sandals
bad.
the next day after that, it is terrible.
Yes.
You're talking to the right people. You're talking to the right people.
No
Yeah,
doubt. It was. So I dealt with sunburn then peel, sunburn then peel. That's
Yeah.
that's what I did.
I haven't
And
had
then-
that. in
but
Welcome to my daily life.
That's. But look, it was once again. It was pretty. It was uncrowded. The
Not
food
me, I
was
just take a
good.
dive in the sunscreen, literally, just like a pool.
These These
I got the
people
whole
are-
dad look going on, the whole
yeah,
white.
I put it on my nose. I don't care. Like a big old nose. I got to get my ears. I got to get everything covered and just douse down.
Yeah. What did you say? But your
Yeah.
pride out the door, out the window, left it at
Yeah,
home.
do not care. Do not care. In fact, my wife is helping me. Like, oh no, you're gonna miss a spot here. Don't.
Oh, trust me. Yes.
What did I
Get the homeboy.
miss besides my feet?
The top of your ears.
No. I've learned. No, come on, bro. Been doing that my whole life.
I was trying to go with the most obvious. I'm sorry.
I missed my widow's peaks, man.
Oh, shit. Okay.
So I had like little devil horns or something going on with my widow's peaks.
Ah!
It was terrible. I was like, man, I got little red things here. It was fine. We went to dinner one night, which is the only non-relaxing thing we had, which was still pretty relaxing for me. But we had some dude that came in. My family couldn't see. My son wasn't paying attention. I looked at my wife and I was like, hey, that dude's a problem. He came in kind of agitated. He went and talked back to the waitress, and then he pushed his way back to the kitchen. And then I could hear what it can only you can't mistaken if you ever heard somebody's fist hit somebody's face.
Yes.
There's no other noise like that. That
A
is
certain crack. Yeah.
It's and it was whatever. Let me just say this: the chef knocked this dude clean out, and I'm thinking, but there's a lot of tussling. There's a lot of
Serving up
stuff
ass
going
whooping
on.
some dinner. I like
there
it.
was a great fight in the kitchen, and I was like, "Wow, Stacy, you hear that?" She's like, "Yeah, what is going on?" I was like, "Man, that's a fight. Wonder what they do. Do you ever see cops? No.
No.
Do you ever see? I eventually see because I can see the back door. They just dragged him out. They just dragged him.
Probably left him on some
Dragged
cardboard
him.
or something.
No. The cop showed up at the back door
And picked him up.
and picked him up, dragged him out. Where did
Yeah,
he
but
go?
you-
I have no idea.
Right back to cooking too.
Yep. Oh no, he had to
Back-
take his chef jacket off. It was full of blood, but he must have knocked that dude clean out.
Cooking thoroughly. You know what I mean? That's wild.
So, but it was still like my family didn't even hardly see it. I asked the waitress, like, "Do you need me to?" We could hear some tussling going on back there. They were just trying to drag him out. I was like, "Do you need help?" And he was like, "No, it's taken care of. It's fine."
Do you need help? In the meantime, I'm just like, where's my appetizer?
Where's my crabs? Where's my
don't-
crabs?
I actually, you know, how I am. I was worried about like, did there any cross contamination? Did he touch my food, or did his blood splatter in my food, or whatever? But actually, they
I
recooked
wonder
everything.
what
It took
industry
forever.
Ryan works in.
It took forever because they threw that stuff away. They recooked it. They brought it to us. It was
They
fine.
could. Yeah.
No, going so great vacation, very beautiful. The kids are cool. Now me and little mama had a little war. I took a tablet from her for 90 days because we started it one day, but she just goes hard. So it was like, you know what? I've had quite enough of this. So we went from 1 to 6 days, 6 days to 8 days, then we ended up at 90 days. So
Are we
she
still
can
in
just
continuous? Obviously, we are because that vacation was like a week ago.
she not got no tablet. She got nothing. She's running around playing with beads and something else. I was like, okay, old school, baby. Go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, that's what we did. I mean, we got sticks and stuff in the backyard. Like, what?
She figured it out. She's fine. We got so now it's a 3.5 hour flight back, right? No. Nope, they changed our flight. And they changed our flight to fly to Miami and then fly from Miami back to Texas. And I was like, well, that's
In Texas, that's almost. I think that is 4 hours. That's more than.
It's 4.5. Yeah.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
yeah, we could have walked it. So I was like, okay. So we called it, called, which in the end was just like, whatever. So we show up at the very tiny airport, and they are telling us about how, well, like, hold on, it's taking a while for it to land. We'll let you know. They do all these weird announcements, and I looked at Stacy and I was like, man, they're gonna cancel our flight. They don't. They sound stupid. Like they sound like they're making things up now. And then they, of course, get on there and like, hey, I'm sorry, but we've canceled the flight. We'll get back with you. So we're all just sitting there, and Stacy's on it. She's already looking at stuff, doing stuff. They get back on and announce that not only is it canceled, we tried to book you guys as hotels, but it's spring break, so they're all booked up.
Yep.
So we're like, well, where are we going to sleep? So you got to find further places out to go, and we found a place, and it was the Best Western that had a casino too, which in Costa Rica sounds very strange, but it was like whatever. We're happy to have a place to stay, so we went there, and it was like a jungly type of place, and they had peacocks everywhere.
That's
And the
kind of
kids
cool.
were pretty excited about that. Have you ever heard of peacock?
Yes.
I know what it is, but I don't know the sound.
So
Bro,
there's
you're
like,
screaming so loud, your mic is thresholding you.
dude, it's like 50 of these things around there. We're trying to chill, and they just go. It was terrible. So we're like, what? Whatever. So we go into to lay down in the bed. All we can hear is some kind of somebody was jamming out, and somebody's jamming till like 4 o'clock in the morning. It was like, it
that's
was
the Grateful
like,
Dead Hotel. That's the Grateful Dead Hotel. I can guarantee you that's the
no,
Grateful Dead
it
Hotel.
was
They go
definitely
live all the time on Facebook. That's the
definitely.
Grateful Dead.
Listen to me. Not even. There's no way. It was like salsa, something.
Oh,
The same
in my
beat,
face. In my face.
the entire time. So there's no sleeping. There's no. So
Like them
hideous.
goats that are always
And
screaming.
it's like I would kill all of those peacocks. I'm sorry.
Some metal
I could not
goats.
live there. These poor people that work there. I was just like, oh my God. So anyway, 2 o'clock in the morning, we get a message saying like, hey, we changed your flight again. And then it was like, well, what is it? And they didn't know. So then we got a call. And then it's like, well, we know what, Tuesday we got you the direct flight that you wanted. Well, it's like Saturday at this point in time. So we're like, what? No, we want to go now. We we don't want to do that. So they they said Monday they can get us to Miami. Cool. So I was like, all right, fine, we'll just do that. So I asked Stacy, I'm like, Sunday night, they can get us to Miami. All right. So when's our connecting flight? They're like, what are you talking about? We had to call them back. What connecting flight? We don't live in Miami. Well, yeah, but we got you a flight to Miami. Right.
Right.
We need to go from there somewhere else. They're like, oh, we got you some connecting flights. Got you. Cool. All right. We fly to Miami. We stay in the hotel in the airport. Never do that. Never do that.
Yeah.
You can't. Never do that. You can't. It sounded smart at the time. It's stupid. You can't. You can't go anywhere. You can't do anything. So it's just
You're stuck at that location. There's nothing around.
There's nothing to do. So that sucked. But fair enough. So we sleep there. We and then where do we fly? Texas? No, we went from there to Orlando. Which I'm like, wait, why would we go there? Dude, we took like 3 or 4 flights and finally ended up in Texas on Monday at like 8 or 9 o'clock at night. And so
my
I was just like, I was like, Stacy, we should have just gone straight home on Tuesday. Why did we do that? Why did we do that?
I mean, that's still like a 30-hour drive from Miami up, but
I wasn't
at
up for
least
driving.
That's I
But
don't blame you. I don't blame you.
I'm not driving that. But kids were excited, loved it, loved the fact that they didn't have to go to school on Monday after their week off on spring break. They loved it. I would absolutely, besides the flight thing, which is nobody's fault, that there was like a mechanical issue or something like that. Please don't put me on your flight with a mechanical issue. I'm cool.
I'm with you.
But
Watch too much
Costa
Airs
Rica,
Astros.
I would buy there. I would live there. Loved it. Really nice.
I've heard that.
Okay.
Ryan, do you want to get to the next topics and stuff, or do you just want to come back at this like tomorrow or the next day?
Let's do it.
Okay. I just don't want to go over what you got going on. Okay. Well, Jordan, you got to say something along the lines of "Let's start the show."
Let's start the show.
Ding. All right. So keep it along with our new season 3 script. We're gonna head right into Pack News.
Pack News.
There you go. All right. Well, we're gonna start Pack News off with some good news for the Cowboy fans. Because we like
give me that news.
What
is that news?
That credit is you get Jerry Jones made 2 solid moves. You got to get
explain solid moves. Explain solid moves.
Getting probably I think that in the PFS like rankings, Stephon Gilmore was like number 4.
Okay. Yeah.
Getting one of the best corners in the league.
Yeah.
Well, he's older.
Let's do
that. But last year in the system that he was in Indianapolis, he was spectacular.
You get 3 years out of that guy. You've done good because you can at least put a rookie in to get underneath him.
We'll take one.
Oh yeah, I think he's on a 1 year.
Fair enough.
Take one.
I don't know the what the contract is. I think it's just 1 year though. But I gotta say, when that move happened, as an Eagles fan, I was like, I hate to see that because that was a solid move.
That was a good move.
Great. Yeah.
Fifth round pick, dude. Like next year's 5th round pick or something, and the 7th conditional baloney.
Pick up?
Yeah.
Brandon Cooks.
Brandon Cooks, and we dropped Zeke. Yeah.
We have two
Cooks,
great move there too.
That was solid. That was solid.
Cooks is underrated, but don't get it twisted. Like nobody's
He's not
scared
the greatest teammate.
You know what I mean? I think he opens up.
Doesn't matter. There we go. That's the
on
only
the Cowboys, it doesn't matter. So he's in the right place. I'm not going to say anything
me
different.
Jordan's mic like massively loud.
Yeah. Oh, that would be. Yeah. I think that was great.
Okay. Is that better?
Yeah.
Jordan.
Okay.
Sorry. Anyways, no, I think between those two, those were 2 solid pickups on both sides of the ball for the.
We had nothing else, dude. We had nothing else. We have a.
Yeah, but see,
CeeDee Lamb,
why
which is
Amari Cooper though? That doesn't make any sense. Just to go back a year later and get a dude who's the same age basically and has the same production as Amari Cooper. It doesn't make any sense
because we have cap issues.
Yes.
No doubt. But you can still. They literally
we overpaid Zeke. Therefore,
this is why you need a general manager.
Fall.
Right. Well, this is why you need a general manager, because going into this free agency,
Well,
the
we need a
Eagles have
general
like
manager
5
for
million
20
cap.
fucking years. So
I
I
know. Well, we had like 5 million in cap space, and pretty much we were going to lose 22 starters, like our whole offense, our whole defense, and we ended up retaining everybody but like 4 people because we
Yeah,
have a good
that'd be
general
good.
manager that knows what he's doing, and we still have 2 first-round picks, a second-round pick, a third-round pick. So
you can still reload. Yes.
right, exactly. So I don't know what like. This is the best offseason I think I've ever seen for the Cowboys in recent years as far as the pickups in free agency.
In theory.
Now, and you got to give credit where credit's due. The Cowboys draft pretty well. Like that
Yeah.
Tyler Smith guy, we were all laughing at him, but like
He's done good. He's
He
had to
was
step
pretty
in for
solid,
most of the
like-
year. Yeah.
yeah,
Absolutely.
like
That's fair. That's
you
fair.
You got to give credit. Like when they say they build in the draft, I mean Taco Charlton is obviously a bust, but for the most part, yeah, for the most
Fletcher
part,
Cox. Should have had Fletcher
Right.
Cox.
could have had Fletch. But anyways,
Taco,
yeah,
taco.
that's what I'm saying. Like you're gonna swing and miss on a couple of them. But if I had to grade, I don't know if Jerry Jones is making these moves. I think it's more of a Steven thing.
Yeah.
Yes, it's his son.
Okay. I got to give you guys an A, man. They're so far in the free agency. Now we'll see what happens in the draft. I think when this episode comes out, draft will have just happened. But yeah, I think you guys have had a better free agency than the Eagles. The Eagles have
Yeah, but you draft
retained their 2 corners, which we didn't think we were going to do. We did lose C.J. Gardner-Johnson, which that one hurt on a stupid contract deal that made no sense at all. And then
Nice
we
running
got
back, dude.
Yeah.
we got Rashad Penny, but apparently we're looking at Bijan Robinson from Texas, which I'm not a big believer in running backs at this point. And
That's a 50-50. It's a 50-50.
Right, but
Either
if we
way.
can look, well, here's the thing though. Here's what happens, right? If we get an all-star at running back, which could be Rashad Penny or Bijan Robinson, then you got 2 guys at receiver who are fantastic. You have a good tight end. You have a quarterback who we know can run, throw, all that stuff, and then you have a solid running back. Like somebody stop us. Like it's going to be hard to stop. But it's going to be a similar situation to the Cowboys. You now have 2 good receivers. I don't know what you're doing at tight end, but it really doesn't matter as long as they catch the ball. I mean, hell, for years you had Turtle there.
We're
You
still
catch the
actually
ball.
top 10 in tight end.
Oh,
No.
Was it like
You-
very much?
No, Schultz, really?
we
Schultz-
dropped Schultz.
Yeah,
He's
Schultz
gone.
is gone.
Oh, then in my
Right.
face.
He
and we
went
suck.
to Houston. Well, no. Schultz was just okay. He wasn't a guy that we were scared of either. Like
Well,
he's just okay.
No, he's not a big play guy, but he's a solid tight end in the
That's our
position.
system. We can plug and play.
Right.
Our
I
tight
On
end.
don't,
tight end, yeah.
unless you have a top 5, like if you have a Travis Kelsey, name what the top 3 guys at tight end. Everybody
if you're
else,
out of the top 4, you're done. But anyways,
I
Like-
think
right?
that
Those guys are generational talents at this point. So
y'all
Tight
kept
end.
Lane Johnson, which was
huge.
that's good.
huge.
And
Um,
Jason Kelsey came back another year, huge
Yeah,
for us.
big,
Yeah.
very big.
Lost Isaac Sayamalu, but we have a lot of guys to plug and play on our line, so our line doesn't lose anything. Our defense lost. We lost all 3 of our linebackers, which that was terrible. But we drafted, so like we got Nakobe Dean from Georgia last year. He'll be able to
Yeah.
plug and play. We've got Edmonds that we just signed from, I think, the Steelers. So we've got some guys that we've signed in and plugged and play there. But will they be able to achieve the same level that we had last year? We'll see. Because T.J. Edwards and
To Jalen,
Azir
dude,
White
he's still
were-
up
they
for
were great.
Jalen at the end of the day. I
Right, but
mean-
if Jalen plays like he did last year, bro, it's gonna be tough to retain him, because what I don't want to happen is a Lamar Jackson situation. So I feel like we need to go ahead and get the man signed and get him signed now before all these big
Don't they
contracts
have
are
that
up.
in the works, right?
We're trying to, but there's nothing going on right now. So
Okay.
I hope that they do, but it would be really dumb to let a Jalen Hurts go. You know what I mean?
Agreed.
Besides Dak in our division, I mean Jalen's the best in our division. Well, hold on. Danny
Wait,
Dimes got signed for 45.
Danny
right?
Dimes
So-
took a step up. He did.
I think
Now
that was the
Carson Wentz is wiped off the face of the earth, but Danny Dimes has cemented somewhere. Yes.
No, I think that he's a serviceable. He's not top 15. Well, maybe right outside of 15, right? I think if he had more
17.
weapons, it
I'll
would be
put him
better.
at 17. Yeah.
Man,
He's
you gotta
a
get
top
better
20
with those
quarterback.
That
Yeah.
man can run. I don't know
Run.
how. I don't know why, but he can awkwardly just take off and burn our defense.
No, he
Don't
can run.
know.
He can
Yeah.
run.
He's
burns our
not.
defense.
He reminds
But is
me
he
his
worth 45
accuracy.
million?
His accuracy looks like Jalen his first year. Like sometimes
Yeah.
you go ooh, and then a lot of times you go wait that was
Whoa.
off.
That's not bad. Yeah. or off. Yeah. Yeah,
Our
I don't know what
biggest-
Jalen did the last year to this year, but he took a huge step
We
up.
got a receiver.
He got well. I mean, we got 2 receivers now. We had 2 guys over 1,000 yards this year.
But if you have
So-
one receiver, that's
When you have an
that's
AJ
tough to
Brown
get
that can
to.
literally catch anything, pretty much,
you
you
have-
throw it.
If you have 2 receivers, it's hard
Yeah.
for a defense to cover that. That makes you look a lot more accurate.
And you run an
Yeah.
RPO with a tight end that can run too.
Tua.
That's
Yeah.
tough.
Tua.
And
Yeah.
terrible too.
Hey, Miami came up this year too. I ain't gonna
Yeah.
lie.
But
Miami
that's
got-
not because of Tua. That's not because of Tua.
Mm.
Jimmy Garoppolo has proven you don't need a good quarterback. Jimmy Garoppolo is a serviceable
Okay,
quarterback.
Brock
but
Purdy. You
he's
can
taken
prove
up-
the same thing with Brock Purdy.
Brock
like,
Purdy. That's what I'm saying.
uh,
You just need an average Joe.
No,
Not average.
because but
no,
their
an average
defense is
quarterback.
that unreal, and you can't sit there and say that the Dolphins don't have
But-
2 of the best base receivers in the game,
Yeah, no doubt.
right?
The Eagles still put 30 some points on him. So I
Tua's
feel you.
trash. Tua's trash. If they had
Dude,
Jalen
he
Hurts,
had
they
those numbers last year though. Before he got
yes,
concussed,
because
like,
of the
I-
receivers, not because of quarterback play. He's been
That could be said for literally anybody, bro.
No,
Anybody who
no.
has good receivers
No.
can do that.
Jalen had one really good receiver
Except for
last year.
Mahomes didn't really have too much.
Mahomes, but
throwing it like
Mahomes
him.
made everyone look better. He can plug and play. He is
Oh,
something.
hold on.
Okay, go for it.
Hold on. Forget all that. We dropped Zeke.
Good.
We dropped Zeke.
Yeah. And guess
Good.
what? The Eagles. He's on the Eagles
He-
wish list. Did you see that?
Look,
He's-
I
There's 3
would
teams that he
fight for him
I would not.
until I
Third down
heard.
pack. Third
Hold
down
on.
For
pack.
For the
No.
price, they saying he's only going to cost $2 million for 1 year. That's actually a pretty good price for him. I ain't gonna lie.
His
For-
stats were he was the worst running
Running back.
back in the league. That's his stats.
Yes.
Right.
Getting
you had
paid
Donald
almost the
Robinson
most.
in the 20s, and then him in the end zone pretty much pounded in for a
If he
touchdown.
doesn't-
and he would come
he's
out
a
of the
practice
touchdown
squad.
and you just do this whole feed me thing like, bro, this is the most
practice squad.
annoying thing to see. As
If you had to
You
put him
did
at an
not-
Loved him.
H-back and then put him
Loved him.
back.
But he
to
just did
block.
terrible this year. He did terrible. Loved him.
Well,
you
you
can
can
block.
tell
You can do, but he's terrible.
no, you
No
can clearly
one
see
made the
difference.
Super Bowl with a blocking running back.
Rothman. Next.
Well, the last
Oh,
4 Super Bowl
Come on.
last 4 Super Bowl teams
Come
didn't
on.
have.
I went
game.
back to 1992 or something.
I know exactly. And I know who that is. That is. I'm going to say that's shit. So
No,
we
I
won't
think it's a true statement.
Oh, look, I will say
in
this,
one point in
overall,
time.
I think the Cowboys got better. It's the first year I can
Yeah.
say that in a long
I-
time. I
Yeah.
think the Cowboys took a step up. And those two particular, because you guys don't have very many veterans on there. You're good at retaining people, but as far as like signing veterans and getting a good receiver room, a good running back room,
Oh,
whatever,
free agent signings is horrible.
Yeah, we don't
It's
do
been
free
tough for you
agents.
guys. And it's got to be terrible to watch like Philly going out and getting an AJ Brown or
yeah.
all these other teams just getting big name guys, and then you're just
Okay,
like,
when you guys got AJ Brown, you saw in what's his face, the head coach's face, that everything just the energy sucked out of him, right?
oh, for the Titans,
Gabriel's
the Titans
face,
are
it's
done,
just
bro.
everything sucked out. You know he was pissed off
Vrabel
about that.
was so
Yes.
mad. Yeah, you could see it. He literally had
Yeah,
to walk
Vrabel.
out and leave the room and come back. And you could tell.
Yes. He lost that battle.
Hey, that general manager though, that general manager got fired after AJ. We came to the Titans that last year, and just AJ Brown had 3 touchdowns and like 150 yards,
And
and they fired him
somehow
after that.
Tannehill became a decent quarterback.
AJ
Yeah.
Brown, baby, the power of him. Yeah. I mean, it just makes a difference to have that kind of guy on your roster. You can tell, unless you're Patrick Mahomes and you're just throwing to anybody, which reminds me of like the old New England days when Brady would just throw to nobody and still be throwing up 300 yards a game.
Angelor and
Aguilar, yeah.
Yes, yeah.
I have one of the funniest stories about him. Yeah, anyways, so I think the Eagles, if I had to grade them, I would say Eagles are about a B, just for we weren't supposed
Are we
to be able to
talking
keep.
Madden stats? Are we talking Madden?
No, I'm saying free
We're talking
agency. I
B.
would rate them a B right
Okay.
now. Like we did pretty good. We retained some people that we didn't think we were going to retain, and then we had a couple free agency pickups that were pretty solid. You know what I mean? I don't
Pretty
think we
solid.
got worse.
I agree. Yeah.
Overall, I think we're about the
You're,
same.
you're
But
not
I
like
will
the
say,
Rams right now. That's for
are we?
sure.
But are the Eagles another 13, 14 win team
You're
next year?
still going to make the playoffs, dude. You're still going to
Oh, I
make the
think we're
playoffs.
playoff teams. Yeah, but I don't think we're going to win the NFC.
No,
I think the
but
Cowboys.
the Rams are not going to even make the playoffs. They didn't even make the playoffs.
But I will say this though,
it's pitiful.
I think the NFC East is going to be stacked again.
Yeah,
I think it's going to
3 teams to the playoffs. Yes,
we'll see. But I mean, name me. I mean, if Rodgers leaves Green Bay,
good. I'm so glad he is technically.
He's gone.
He's gone.
He's gone.
And I'm so glad he's out of the Green Bay bubble.
Derek
I am
Carr goes
so
to the Saints.
glad. And you know what? I'm going to say first off, and I'm going to bleep this out, but fuck that dude. And then, yeah, seriously, I don't like Aaron Rodgers, but I want to see him in a different environment. I really do.
We'll see. I don't think that he's going to get moved to the Jets. Everyone's saying he's going to the Jets, but they want a first-round pick for Aaron Rodgers, and I don't think the Jets are going to give it to him. Why would you do that for 1 year?
He's too old.
He's not going to. Yeah. No.
No,
so
you
what
restructure the deal for $25 to $30 million instead of $60 million against the Green Bay.
Right. But it puts the Jets in a terrible spot going into the draft because you don't have a quarterback right now.
They already drafted the last 2 years. They don't need another draft.
But other than that, like, what else is he going to do? Like,
well, he's the most horrible person for rookies, right? He's the absolute worst.
But if the Jets were a good team last year with a terrible quarterback, if they actually get Aaron Rodgers and he doesn't Russell Wilson
and when they start losing, he's just going to be like, "Well, I'm ready to play championship football when you are." Right?
God, he gets on my nerves, bro. Every free agency is the same dang thing.
And Patrick Mahomes had a mediocre wide receiver group and did something with it. Aaron Rodgers cannot do that.
No. Look, I get it. If he leaves and goes to the Jets, I think the NFC East is the best division in NFC. Easily. I think we'll beat each other up.
Oh, in the NFC? Yes.
Who stays healthy at that point? We'll go and win the NFC.
We were wrong on the AFC West, but the NFC East,
we were pretty close. I will say, like, there's probably going to be some surprising teams in the NFC. Maybe like the Seahawks that could be good. Depends on
Seahawks are solid and they're in a good position to draft.
And San Francisco, like I know San Francisco's there too, and they got a good team. But it depends on can they keep a quarterback healthy? Can they just not
Ryan?
Quarterback?
What do you think? Because you got something different. What do you think?
We were so wrong last year. I
look terrible. It's like we've never watched football before.
Okay, so bad.
That was a really weird year. Like nobody knew that was gonna. Who knew Russell Wilson was gonna?
Geno Smith.
That. Bro, there was a running TikTok all the way to like week 14 on will Russell Wilson throw as many touchdowns as bathrooms he has in his house.
He still didn't. By the way.
Oh, he did. He did break it at the end of the year.
Did he?
Yeah.
Did he? One game, 16?
Something like that, bro. It was like 13 or 14 touchdowns.
18 games in the season, and you finally get over 13 touchdowns in week 16?
I've never seen a quarterback
most
regret.
Most of the year, Carson Wentz had more touchdowns than you.
Yeah,
who didn't play since week 6?
Yeah. Hey, Commander Wentz was like that, right? I was so happy to see him there.
So, I feel bad for the dude, actually.
He'll be a backup somewhere. I mean, it's
Oh yeah, he's still gonna make his money and whatnot. Yeah, he's gonna be like next Chase Daniels. Yeah, I get it. But
it'll be something. I don't know. I mean, you guys got Dak there for a while, but anyways, we'll see what happens. We'll see what goes on with the rest of free agency. It's kind of dwindled down now, and we're going into draft mode. So I'm happy to see what happens in the draft from where we go. We got the number 10th pick, so we got the 10th and the 30th pick in the first round. So
are you gonna take a chance on the Georgia DT again?
No, we got Georgia's DT already. Okay, and so. I think we're going to go either safety or Bijan Robinson. It's going to be one of the two, top end safety or running back. We'll see who falls to us, but
okay.
Or we like to go defensive line every year too at number like 5 or number 1. We don't care. We're just it's all good.
Apparently, a generational talent's there.
Yeah, we'll see.
And he's just screwing himself left and right.
Bro, the last time they said it was generational talent at running back was Saquon Barkley, and he was like that his first year, but then the injuries kind of fell off. But he had a good year last year.
I just heard somebody not 30 minutes ago say that he's better than Saquon, and that's Mel Kiper.
I don't
There's,
trust
there's a
anything Piper says.
running back in the draft that's better than Saquon, and I don't believe it.
Not a
but
chance.
Yeah, I don't
Not a
believe it.
chance.
But
Dude, he was
Mel Kiper's hyping it.
I don't believe it. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and move on to our dad topic of the week. And what do we got this
Pack
week?
Pack week.
I don't know what that is. So we're gonna get into code words for your kids. And Ryan and I, we kind of had talked about this before, but there's like it's two different ways to use these code words, and this isn't my original idea. I thought I was just looking at different ways to communicate with my kids, because I remember going to a friend's house, and then you getting stuck in an awkward situation where your friend wants you to spend the night, but you don't want to spend the night, so you kind of want your parent to bail you out and kind of read between the lines, kind of a deal. So there was this video of this mom. She had developed a code word, and it was like a banana or something weird, obscure like that. And she, this was their word. Anytime the kid used that word, she knew that there was something going on here, and just go ahead and back them out or whatever was going on. So it was like, hey mom, like don't we got to go and make a banana smoothies or something back at home? And when she heard that, she was like, okay, he doesn't want to be here anymore. I thought that was really unique and really cool. Obviously, you can use it for safety too, so you can be like, if you use a color like, obviously like red or green or something.
There's so many inappropriate places I can go with that. Okay.
Yeah,
I'll leave it alone though.
But for Carson growing up, my son, I would like to instill something like that, so our communication, it's like a family communication. It's like a hidden language. You know what I mean? You can actually kind of we can talk to each other, and I know what he means without the context of whatever he's going through. But Ryan said he doesn't. You don't have anything like that with your two, but
no, I think maybe safety would be a good idea, but otherwise, teach your kid how to tell them no.
You, bro. But I remember I didn't want to be that kind of. I don't want to be that kid as a friend. You know what I mean?
The one that's truthful and just honest. Like, hey, I like my own bed. I like my own bed, man. Like, it's cool, but
staying the night and sleeping on someone's floor was not the move. I hated that.
Terrible. Terrible.
Yeah.
Terrible.
And as a kid, it didn't hurt. Like now in my 30s, bro, if I slept on the floor now, I wouldn't be able to move for a week. Like, there's no way. But yeah, I remember being in the situation. I thought it was pretty cool and unique. So we're gonna try to do that moving forward between me, my wife, and my son. But I haven't figured out what word. Maybe I don't know. We'll see what it is. It's going to be something goofy like banana or cheese.
Chicken wing. Chicken wing.
Chicken wing. Chicken wing.
Dance there with that. So use that as you will. A little bit of form of communication that your kids can tell you something without telling you something. Some of they're uncomfortable with some situation that's going on around them, or whatever's going on. They can kind of just throw that word at you, and you can bail them out real quick as a parent, which I thought was a pretty cool and unique idea. So use it as you will. Put that in your parenting tool belt, as my dad says, and go from there. But no Jordan's Corner this week. We're going to bring that back next week. Watch out for our Instagram.
Something special.
There we go. Check out our Instagram. Check out our Facebook. We'll be posting stuff on there to kind of let you guys know when we go live or when we have new episodes. So go check those out. And until next time, we'll see y'all later.
Pack news.